So today we're going to make an endless landscape. This is the first panel, and I'm going to add and I'm going to show you how it works. This one joins up to it, and then this one joins up to it. But if I take this one and move it along, it also joins up to it. It's an old-fashioned game, and I'm going to show you how it works. So if you keep on adding them, I've done mine black and white, but you can colour them. Obviously, if you colour them, the blue of the sea and the green of the hill, they'll all have to be the same colours. So now I'm going to show you how to make it. The first thing you do is you need a piece of paper. A4 paper is good, and you need to fold it into 8. This is folded into 8. And then I would very carefully, with scissors, I would very carefully cut it so that I had 8 exactly the same. So I've got my 8 pieces of paper ready, and now I'm going to show you the trick. And this is the trick. I know it looks just like a piece of paper with lines on it, but when I put these either side, you're going to see that this is the guide that I used when I came to make my landscape. So you can see that this line and this line always meet up. And so how I did that was, I'll call this the top of the mountain, this the shore, this the near shore, and this the road. So when the road, I'm going to show you on another piece of paper, I'm going to put my piece of paper on top like this, and I'm going to see my guide lines underneath. Probably harder for you to see, but I'm just going to draw them. So here's my little mountain, and it always has to come back to this line here. And here's the edge of the shore of the little mountains. And here's the other shore. I'm going to make it go down a bit, but it can go up, and it always has to go up to its meeting point. See, its meeting point. Now I could have a little island on this if I wanted to, but I have to make sure that it doesn't touch the side. I'm going to put a little castle on there. And now I'm going to do the road. Now the road can be straight, but that's a bit boring. So if I start it here, I can make my road wobble, and then it goes, I'm going to make it go to the shore, as if a fisherman maybe goes to the shore, but it always has to come back to here. So I'm going to make it go like this again, and it has to come back to here. Now I'm going to move that, and you can see the guide again, and you can see that it still meets up. And if I put my other one here, that meets up as well. And this can go on for absolutely forever if you want. But the thing to do is to always use the same guide paper. Okay? So as you can see, I've got a witch, I've got a little fox. Here I've got some sharks. I haven't put the pen in on that. And I'm going to put my guide down, and I'm going to do another little one now. In actual fact, I just made some little marks here and here. So here comes a little bit more riverbank, and maybe I'm going to have a campfire here. Somebody's camping out. That would be a nice thing to do, camp out by a wide river. So I'm going to make a little tent. That's nice. Somebody's having a nice little tent camp out. And then I might put in my mountains. These ones are very low, just a little low mountain like that. And in fact, if I do the first one low, I can put in some distant ones behind, but always coming back to my marks. Like that. And maybe it's actually sunrise at the campsite. Got up early to make the tea. And in fact, I might even put in some waves, and somebody's fishing in a boat. So that's my campsite. And a tree, a lovely tree. And I didn't put in the road yet, so here's the road. I'm going to make the road just go like that. There he goes. And give him a little hat because he doesn't want to get sunburn. And that's that one. So when you're done with them, you can move them around. This is the fun part. You could do this with a friend. And once I've done them in black and white, what I was thinking would be fun is if I coloured them. If I was going to colour them, I'd have to think of a colour palette. I'd have to think, well, the river's going to be this colour, and the hills are going to be a misty blue. Probably a light colour would work better because then it can flow along. I'm going to move this one along and put this one here. I think I like the camper to be near the woods. I think that would be good. Maybe he needs to be further from the sharks and the witch, so I'll put him back down here, and I'll put him near the castle, then he'll be safe. Okay, so I think you can have a lot of fun with this, and I hope you do.